Here's a really interesting question. Is T&M dead?
The way services companies make money and where the risk is,
Sure.
That Searching is focusing on around management of like an agentic workforce. And I almost fell on my chair because.
And the support came from Adventures when we needed that push to our executive team of like, well, we'll find a workaround of them being like, really no.
It's hard to sort of get out of it. Like you read about the influence of AI in the news. Like you see it every day. It's sort of front and center.
Our tool is to make your people who are already brilliant faster at the mundane stuff so they can spend most of their time doing the strategy that
are not at 26 or beyond. You will not be AI compatible for Agentforce and their new product called Beta.
What leaders are talking about, hey, we have to transform, we have to be first movers, that type of thing. So I think
I knew the AI topic was going to come up in every conversation.
Value in it. I was using Certinia in my last role, and keeping everything beginning to end in one system is so much simpler. And
Obviously, we were doing project management and time billing management in two separate systems that were also separate from Salesforce. None of them talk to each other. Certinia solves all of those problems. It's on
process, and can the tool match their existing state, but more importantly, the desired state? And honestly, it's a secret sauce of Op Hunters and our consulting style is asking all of those questions up front too about, tell me about your sales process. Tell me about how you're scoping services. Even on the opportunity, what are you capturing about the contract? Anything that you can do to like alleviate that data input and make sure that it's accurate up front, and then the automation can pull it all the way down, and you actually have.
We could not have done this without the work of Kyle Inke. Kyle, you've been instrumental in not only the scoping, the design, but also the build, the testing, the deployment, the documentation. All of that stuff has been incredible.
Molly, like a very tenacious character. You've been great to kind of help sort of kickstart that this year, and we're starting to work a lot more actually with the partnership team at Certinia too.
Where we're looking at your core processes, doing an evaluation, much like what you were talking about, and seeing where technology, new processes, and systems can be in place.
I always like to say in these conversations that the Salesforce platform or enterprise-grade solutions as a whole are a living, breathing organism that needs tending to consistently. It's not something that you can just put in the corner and leave there and then come back to it in a year and expect everything to be going well. You need to maintain it, you need to optimize it, and you need to upgrade it. And thankfully, Certinia and Salesforce both release 3 major upgrades a year. Our recommendation is doing at least 1 per year, right? 1 major upgrade. You and the OpMentors team sometimes help our customer base with that, with upgrades and optimization.
Again, AI, all these tools, there's so many tools out there to make your lives easier or, reduce risk for the company, like in Avalara's case. So,
but for me, the biggest thing is helping end users like understand what's in it for them. Like, why should they care about this? How is this going to make their day-to-day easier, even though it's a little bit different than how they're used to working?
I come from a consulting background, which I told you already. So my whole thing is like, I need you to understand the why, because if you don't understand the why, nothing else matters after that, because then
that's Certinia platform beginning to end all in one view. That's just where our obsession lies.
Yep.
But management, some of the most rigorous project management I've seen in the ecosystem. I remember our target was about 3% variance, both on hours and dollars on a weekly basis. This is over customized, and we started the strategy conversation again. What are your business goals and objectives? How do you plan on operating this business and making money? And have we over personalized the system, so you need to get back to the core function? And it really opens up more of a strategic operations discussion, not just a system one.
For your partnership and guidance during our big merger this year. Phase 1 of our integration was a success, and we're super excited to continue working with you guys on phase 2. We appreciate you so much as a partner. We love working with you. Thank you so much for everything.
Lucky to kind of grow up in that world of like really solid professionals, really, I always consider like up and out people that were like driven, career-minded, competitive. I think we learned a lot from each other, and we've grown a lot together.
And it's so interesting too, like to highlight the early .com boom, how we started our careers designing websites and mobile apps, and now here we are today kind of flexing in the AI space and figuring out what that's going to mean for professional services, right?
Yeah,